Hello everyone. So here in this problem we have to find out partial fraction of x raised to 4 upon x cube plus 1. Now before starting with the solution of x raised to 4 upon x cube plus 1, if you will observe the degree of numerator and denominator, then you will find that the degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator, because here the degree of numerator is 4 and the degree of denominator is 3, and whenever we have degree of numerator greater than degree of denominator, we say that it is improper fraction, and whenever we have improper fraction, that time we cannot find out partial fraction directly. So in that case we have to perform the division method and we have to convert that improper fraction into proper fraction, and after that we can find out the partial fraction of the proper fraction. So in this case we will first of all find out the proper fraction from this improper fraction by the method of division. So I will perform the division. So here I am writing the value x raised to 4. So it is dividend, then x cube plus 1 is my divisor, and now we will divide this x raised to 4 with x cube plus 1. Now here we are performing the division of polynomials. So what is the rule? The rule says that you have to take the first term of dividend and you have to divide that first term of dividend with the first term of divisor. So here the first term of dividend is x raised to 4 and the first term of divisor is x cube. So I am dividing x raised to 4 with x cube. So here we will get x. So the division of x raised to 4 with x cube is x. So now I will write down x over here. What I did, I divided the first term of dividend with the first term of divisor. So x raised to 4 upon x cube is x. Now this becomes our quotient, and now what you have to do is we have to multiply each and every term of divisor with the quotient. So now I will multiply this x cube with x, so that will give us x raised to 4. Next 1 into x, that is plus x. Then we will perform the subtraction. So whenever we subtract the two quantities, then the sign of the second term always changes. So this x raised to 4 will become negative x raised to 4, x will become negative x. So here this plus x raised to 4 and minus x raised to 4 cancel out, and here we get minus x. So now if we will try to perform the division further, then here the power of x is 1 and the power of x here in the divisor is 3. So whenever the power of dividend is less than power of divisor, we stop the division. So here we will stop the division. So we got quotient over here. So here I will say it is as quotient. We got our remainder over here. So this is the remainder of division. This is our dividend and this is our divisor. So now we will represent the x raised to 4 upon x cube plus 1 term in the form of quotient plus remainder upon divisor. So by representing the x raised to 4 upon x cube plus 1 in form of quotient plus remainder upon divisor, we will get x raised to 4 upon x cube plus 1 is equal to, now quotient, what is quotient? So here the quotient is x. So x plus r is remainder. What is remainder in the division? It is minus x. So minus x upon D for divisor. What is divisor? Divisor is x cube plus 1. So it means we got the term x plus minus minus x upon x cube plus 1. And now if you will observe, then the term x upon x cube plus 1 is in proper fraction format. So this is the proper fraction, because here the degree of numerator is 1 and the degree of denominator is 3. So whenever degree of denominator is greater, that time we say it is proper fraction, and whenever degree of numerator is greater, we say it is improper fraction. So now we got the proper fraction, and for proper fraction we can perform the partial fraction. So now I will perform partial fraction for x upon x cube plus 1. I will find out the answer and then I will substitute that answer over here, and that will become our final answer. So for time being I am making this as equation number 1. So now I will consider x upon x cube plus 1 term. So here in the denominator we can apply the formula a cube plus b cube, which is nothing but a plus b and a square minus ab plus b square. So by this formula we will get x cube plus 1 cube as x plus 1 and x square minus ab, a is x, b is 1, so it is x, plus b square, b is 1, so 1 square is 1. So we will get two brackets, x plus 1 and x square minus x plus 1. So now if you will observe, then the first bracket is the linear factor and the second bracket is the quadratic factor. And if you will try to reduce this quadratic factor further by finding the roots of the term, then it is not possible to reduce it further. So this is the quadratic factor, or I will say it is irreducible quadratic factor, and this is linear factor. And now we will find out the partial fraction for this proper fraction. So now I will say by partial fraction, this x upon x plus 1 x square minus x plus 1 is equal to a upon x plus 1. So we give a constant in the numerator if the factor is linear. Now the second factor is quadratic factor, and for quadratic factor we take a linear factor in the numerator. So bx plus c is the linear factor, and I will give this as equation number 2. So now we will find out the value of ABC, we will substitute over here, so that we will get the partial fraction of this term, and this term is nothing but the term x upon x cube plus 1, which is the term in the equation number 1. It means we are going to substitute this value in equation number 1 after finding the values of a, b and c, and that equation number 1 will give us the final answer. So let's start. So for that I will find out the LCM over here. So I will perform the cross multiplication and the multiplication of denominator on the right hand side. So therefore we will get on the right hand side a into x square minus x plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 1 whole upon x plus 1 x square minus x plus 1, and I will copy down the left hand side as it is. So the left hand side is x upon x plus 1 x square minus x plus 1. So x upon x plus 1 x square minus x plus 1. So now if you will observe the left hand side and right hand side, then we can cancel the x plus 1 term from the denominator of both sides, as well as we can cancel x square minus x plus 1 from both sides. So we will write down the remaining terms. So therefore we will get x equal to a into x square minus x plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 1, and this is equation number 3. So now we will solve this equation number 3 to get the value of a, b and c. So we will multiply the bracket with a. So here we'll get ax square minus ax plus a plus here we'll get bx into x, bx square, bx into 1 plus bx, c into x, cx and c into 1, that is c. And on the left hand side we have x. Now we will take this similar degree term together. So here this term has a power 2, or I'll say this is x square term. So this ax square and bx square we will take together. So from that I can take x square outside and in the bracket we will get a plus b. Similarly we can take three terms together, that is minus ax plus bx plus cx, and I can take x common. So in the bracket we will get b plus c minus a into x, and in the end we will take all the constants. So the constants are a and c. So it is a plus c. Same time we have only x on the left hand side. So now here I am gonna apply a method of comparison of coefficient to get the value of a, b, c. So here we will compare the coefficients on both sides. So here the coefficient of x square is a plus b, whereas on the left hand side we don't have the x square term. So I can consider that term as, let's say, plus 0x square. So it means the coefficient of x square is 0. So we can compare the coefficient of x square on both sides. So a plus b is equal to 0. That I can get as a first equation. Next, the coefficient of x on right hand side is b plus c minus a, whereas the coefficient of x on left hand side is 1. So I can say that b plus c minus a is equal to 1. Next, the constant term on right hand side is a plus c, whereas there is no constant term on left hand side. So I can say that the constant term is 0. So by comparing we will get a plus c equal to 0. So I'll say this as equation number 1, or next number after 3 I'll say it as 4, it is 5, and it is equation number 6. So here we are comparing coefficients on both sides. So now we'll solve the equation number 4, 5 and 6 simultaneously to get the value of a, b and c. So it's very simple to solve. So what we'll do is, first of all we'll add the equation number 5 and 6. So by adding 5 and 6 we can eliminate a because it is opposite in sign, and we'll get one equation in terms of b and c. So here I'll say by equation number 5 plus equation number 6. So I am adding it, we will get b plus c minus a equal to 1, and the equation number 6 is c plus a equal to 0. So here we are adding it. So by adding we can cancel this minus a and plus a, and we will get b plus 2c equal to 1. So I'll say this as equation number 7. Now similarly we'll add equation number 4 and 5. So by adding 4 and 5 we can eliminate a once again, and here we'll get one more equation in terms of b and c, and then I'll say that equation number 8. So adding 4 and 5, so here I'll say by equation number 4 plus equation number 5. So the equation number 4 is a plus b equal to 0, and equation number 5 is minus a plus b plus c is equal to 1. So by adding it, this a and minus a will be cancelled, and we will get 2b, b plus b 2b plus c equal to 1, and I'll say this as equation number 8. So we got two equations, that is equation number 8 and equation number 7 in terms of b and c. So this is equation number 7, that is b plus 2c equal to 1 and 2b plus c equal to 1, And now we'll solve equation number 7 and 8 simultaneously to get the value of B and C. So how we'll proceed? So for that, if you'll observe, then the coefficient of C in equation number 7 is 2. So I will try to make the coefficient of C in equation number 8 as 2, so that we can subtract the equation number 7 and 8. And to make this coefficient as 2, we'll multiply this equation number 8 by 2. So here I'll say by equation number 8 multiply by 2 minus equation number 7. So by multiplying equation number 8 with 2, we will get 4b plus 2c is equal to 2. That is equation number 8. And now we'll subtract equation number 7. So the equation number 7 in this case is b plus 2c equal to 1. So here I'll write down b plus 2c is equal to 1. Now when we are performing the subtraction, the sign of second equation will change. So b will become minus b, 2c will become minus 2c, and 1 will become minus 1. So here this 2c and minus 2c will be cancelled. 4b minus b will become 3b, and 2 minus 1 will become 1. And therefore we will get value of b as 1 upon 3. So we got value of b. Now we'll substitute this value of b in equation number 8 to get the value of c. So here I'll say substituting b equal to 1 by 3 in equation number 8. So we'll get 2 into b. So 2 into 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3 plus c equal to 1. So therefore we can say c is equal to 1 minus 2 by 3, and if we'll calculate, then we'll get c as 3 minus 2, that is 1. So c is equal to 1 by 3. So we got the value of c as 1 by 3. Now we'll find out the value of a, and for that we'll use equation number 4. So 4 is a plus b equal to 0. So here I'll substitute value of b. So the value of b is 1 by 3. So I'll say substituting b equal to 1 by 3 in equation number 4. So here we'll get a plus b, b is 1 by 3 equal to 0. So therefore by evaluating we will get a equal to minus of 1 by 3. So we got value of a as minus of 1 by 3. Now we'll substitute value of a, b and c in equation number 2, so that we'll get the partial fraction of this fraction, and then we'll substitute that value in equation number 1 to get the final answer. So value of a is minus 1 by 3, b and c is 1 by 3, 1 by 3. So let's substitute it. So here we'll get substituting values of a, b and c in equation number 2 will get x upon x plus 1, x square minus x plus 1 equal to, now a is minus 1 by 3 upon x plus 1 plus b is 1 by 3x plus 1 by 3, that is value of c, x square minus x plus 1. Now this will become minus 1 by 3 into x plus 1. Here we can take 1 by 3 common, so that will become x plus 1 as it is, and 3 will come here. So x square minus x plus 1, and from these two terms we can take 1 by 3 common. So 1 by 3 outside, in the bracket we will get minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus x plus 1 upon x square minus x plus 1. So now we will substitute this value in equation number 1 to get the final answer. So here we have equation number 1, that is x raised to 4 upon x cube plus 1 equal to x minus this, and the value of this is 1 by 3 minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus x plus 1 upon x square minus x plus 1. So therefore, x raised to 4 upon x cube plus 1 will become x minus, the value is 1 by 3 in bracket minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus x plus 1 upon x square minus x plus 1. Now to simplify this, we can take this minus sign inside. So here we will get x plus 1 by 3. When this minus sign will multiply inside, here we will get minus minus plus 1 upon x plus 1, and here we will get minus plus minus of x plus 1 upon x square minus x plus 1, and this is the partial fraction of x raised to 4 upon x cube plus 1. Thank you.